Hello, hello. It's Julie Davison and Susan LaCroix. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. We're so excited that you're joining us. Today it is Sunday, December 18th, and we've got some fun projects to share with you. It has been so busy. I said December 18th, and I can hardly believe that Christmas is in 1 week. Exactly 1 week. And I don't know about you, Mom, but I am not ready. I have a lot to do in this next week.
We don't even have our tree up yet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's going up. Anthony's coming home on leave and he said he would help us with it and the outside light. So hopefully by the time this airs,
Yeah.
it'll be all done. But yeah, we've been scrambling. I mean, COVID just killed us. It just set us back.
Yeah.
So things that we've ordered as gifts are starting to trickle in. So I'm trying to wrap and get things organized. And I haven't done my Christmas card yet.
Hey,
But most of them
I
are
have a
made.
lot of shopping to do. Like that's my big task. I would say I have maybe a third of my shopping done for the kids. So I hope to finalize that this weekend so that I have something to wrap. I'm a little worried about not being able to find things or things not coming in time. I'm
Yeah.
trying not to stress, and it's all going to be okay.
It will be. It will be. Once, yes, I think so. The other thing this year is sort of like everybody coming in and then, people are coming in
Yeah.
and out and out. So Mark called me this morning and said that he and Angie are going to come up on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Christmas morning at home, and then they will get the car in, because I was panicking because I said, "You're going to be here for Christmas," because I drop shipped their gifts to their house.
Oh no.
So it should all be good. So anyway, yes, I mean, so I'm in my happy place. I'm in my happy zone right now because I'm in my studio where I can cry. I'm also rapping, so I'm multitasking. I'm doing lots of different things.
It's going to be a busy week, but at the end of the week, we will be together and we're
Oh my
coming
God.
up for Christmas. So I just keep thinking about that. I just keep thinking about the end goal. Just got to get through a few more days and then we can just breathe and relax and enjoy enjoy each other and just be together. So that's what's powering me through.
Me as well. Me as well. So
Let's switch the camera around.
yeah, let's get started.
And we'll share the suite that we're featuring today.
Yes, we will. Okay, so we're back in the annual catalog for today's project, and we're going to use one that I know we haven't used it before. Happy Forest Friends. It is on pages 46 and 47 in the annual catalog. I love bears, so I just fell in love with this guy or gal. Take your pick. And both. Yes, you're right. It can be both. And it has a set of coordinating dies. So let's just in the paper. Oh my gosh, I love this paper. Okay. So let me do this. It comes with a bundle. The Cling stamp set there's 15 stamps in it. And all of those images can be die cut by one of the Forest Friends 22 dies. So there's a lot of little ones, but you can die cut out the bear and the fox and the tree stump. And I believe the owl. I don't see oh, there it is. There's the owl. And lots of leaves and acorns and a little tag and trees. So just a really cute, fun little set. Let me show you this gorgeous designer series paper. I did not cut this paper to share with you, to show. So I'm just going to show you the 12 by 12 sheets. Now, I don't eat mushrooms, so I probably won't use this paper, but I like the B side a lot with the pattern. And this one, it's good for scrapbooking or memory keeping, or you can cut it up and make different cards, and I'll show you on one of my sample. I love this one, and I did cut some of this out and made a card.
Move it up. There you go.
And like you could fussy cut the trees, and there's some mountains back there. And the B side of this is like crushed curry, almost like a herringbone. Well, it is not almost, it is. And these are fun too. I did a couple cards with these. You can actually, cut it down and you can make like a set of cards. And the B
And
side
can you
is
show the bottom of the other side again? Because it kind of got cut off. So it's trees, and then at the very bottom is sort of forest floor.
yeah, exactly. Okay. This one's just kind of an all over leafy pattern. And the colors in this paper are Mossy Meadow and Old Olive and Calypso Coral and Sahara Sand. What did I miss? Soft suede, maybe? Soft suede? Yeah.
So
And
saffron.
Yeah. So this one is just tree stems. It must really be popular. We've been having tree stumps for a while.
You're right.
So it must be an in thing. It isn't this a sweet pattern? Just my little bear. He almost reminds me of, do you remember Yogi Bear and Boo?
Oh yeah.
On the back side of this one. And then to top off this whole suite, you get the paper out of the way, are some ribbons. Mossy Meadow and Sahara Sand. It comes as a set of 2 ribbons. Very soft, very nice. I like these ribbons a lot. So that is our suite that we're using today. Julie, are you ready?
Sure. Let me replace the camera here. I got a little Christmas card because this is my inspiration for today's card. This one came from Anna Rebidu, a little Christmas card using the specialty snowflake vellum. But I thought it was really clever how she used designer paper for the base and then had like a little tuck over, almost like a little matchbook. And so this was my inspiration. For the card that I'm making today. I'm using, of course, the Happy Forest Friends designer paper. And so I have cut the paper to 4 1/4 by 12 inches. And if you wanted to get, a maximum cut from your designer paper, you might want to do 4 inches instead, because then you could get 3 card bases to your paper. But I went ahead and did 4 1/4. And so I scored at 5 1/2 inches and then 10 inches or 11 inches so that I have that little lip of 1 inch that folds over to the top. So you want to make sure that when you're working on your card and doing your scoring, that the pattern that flips over, you want to make sure that that is the correct orientation and not like upside down. That could be an issue depending on your card. For the inside, I have got a piece of basic white that's 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and I layered it onto Pear Pizzazz that's 4 by 5 1/4. So just kind of the standard layering here. And I'm going to add that to the inside of the card, and this will help provide some stability to the card base. Since it is paper, it's kind of flimsy without that layer there. So I did use that double layer on the inside. Now for our focal point in the front, I'm using one of my favorite punches, and I know it's retired, but it's currently in the clearance rack for 40% off. And so I thought it was fair game. So I'm bringing it out and using it again. My tag piece is 2 inches by 4 1/4, and it just slides right in there to create the tag. I love these tag topper punches, one punch, and you've got a tag. It's just like instant. So this is going to be the base for my focal point, and I'm going to do a little stamping here with some of the trees. And so I'm going to stamp several trees kind of down my tag. And then I've got some other elements that I've pre-cut and pre-punched. So I've got a little bit of that So Saffron designer paper, a little circle. I use the rectangular postage punch for the white cardstock. And then I stamped and die cut a little fox already with Calypso Coral. And then I've got 2 more pieces. One of them is torn at the bottom. This is crumb cake cardstock. I started with 1 inch by 2.5, and then I just tore the bottom. So this is going to go kind of under here. And then for the sentiment, I chose the thanks, and I'm going to add that with crumb cake onto, or early espresso ink on crumb cake cardstock. And then I'm just going to give that a little trim. So let's get all these elements glued down on the tag. And then I have a this or that because I did try a different designer paper, and I couldn't decide which one that I liked. So you'll have to help me decide. Sometimes I worry that the paper pattern is so busy. And so that was kind of my fear with the other pattern that I chose. These cards, these little forest critters, I think are so cute, and it really is perfect for like kids or a baby card. But I don't know, I think they're cute. I like using cute critters on cards for everybody, not just for kids. So I don't think this is a kids only suite. I think it's for everybody.
I agree.
Okay, so there's our tag. I'll give you a little close-up look at it. Lots of layers, and then I love some linen thread. So I'm going to use 2 pieces because the linen thread is so small. I felt like the tag needed something that was a little more, and I suppose I could have just used the ribbon that comes in the suite, but I didn't think of it. So I just doubled up on the linen thread to kind of just create a little bit of a chunkier bow with the linen thread so that it stood out a little bit more.
You know, I keep forgetting the whole idea of being able to use some designer series paper as the card base. And there's no reason not to, as you're showing us.
Okay, so I'm just going to add this now with Stampin' Dimensionals, and I need to be careful not to put any at the bottom because I don't want the card obviously to be glued closed. I just need a little piece for the designer paper to tuck underneath. So I'm going to add this to the card on the right side. Oh, came right out.
How cute is that? Aw.
Okay, so here's the this or that. Do you like the Calypso Coral designer paper, or do you like the busier designer paper with the white background?
What's the inside of the busier pattern?
The inside has some gray pluses.
Oh man, that's hard.
I know. So this or that, leave a comment and let us know which of these you prefer. And whether you're using Happy Forest Friends or Snowflake Specialty Vellum or whatever designer paper you have at home, I hope you'll give this this designer paper card base a try.
Nice.
Are you ready to share your project?
I am ready. Okay, so let me see here. Let me get in camera so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm using soft suede ink. My card base is Mossy Meadow, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, and we will have all the measurements in our description. And then an inside piece of basic white at 5.25 by 4 inches, and then a piece of the designer series paper. This is the one that this is the whole thing is birch trees with the border. So I pulled a piece of that out, 5.25 by 4 inches. That's all the pieces I have, except for some Calypso Coral for the greeting. I also have a this or that. All right, so the first thing we're going to do a little die cutting. I have this decal edged rectangle, I was going for the scallop ones and then I ran across that and I thought, ooh, I think I like that better. So that's what I did. All right.
I don't use those dies enough. I need to.
Yeah.
And hey, I realized I forgot to show my samples. So when you're done, we'll flip the camera back over and I'll share my bonus ideas.
There you go. All right. So I am going to go ahead and put this piece on the front of my card. Sure I am. Okay. And then I'm going to run that through my embossing machine or my die cut embossing machine. And I have glue all over my thumb. All right, so I'm going to pull this up. Okay, I'm sorry that is so like in your face.
That's okay.
All right, so what I want to do is I want my die to be like right about here. I know I'm going to lose some of the foliage, but that's
I can't see where you're putting your die.
Oh. Oh, the whole table's going up. Is that better?
Yes, now I see it.
All right. I'm gonna have to pull it back, I think, to run it through. Well, let me just make sure that that's straight. Maybe I'll bring it down just a titch. Get my other plate on here. And crank it. I don't know if I told you, Julie. Dad got me some little rubber feet for the bottom of my machine, so it doesn't slide around on my slippery table where I work.
Oh, excellent. Doesn't it have feet already on it or not? I guess
No,
not.
no. I can show you. Dad put these on.
Ah, well,
Just went to Lowe's and it fits perfectly.
huh.
Yeah.
Wait, but I don't understand. I have rubber feet on the bottom of mine.
No, maybe it didn't, mine didn't come with them. I never even thought about that. All right, so I've got that cut out. Remove my plates. I'm done with this, and I will find some use for this little piece that's left over here. All right, so now we're going to bring our white piece in. And I'm going to stamp the bear.
You got to recenter your cardstock so we can see.
Thank you. Okay. Get my bear out. And I'm going to stamp through that little deckled edge on here. I just wanted to make sure I'm kind of centered in there. Okay. I'm going to make sure I have enough ink on here. I think I may need to re-ink my soft suede. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Because he does fit without touching the edges. I just love his little smile and he's waving. Okay. Ta-da.
Perfect.
All right, so now I'm going to, this is really a simple card.
I like simple cards.
I do too. And this one really is. All right. All right, so there is that. So now we need our greeting. So I'm going to use the soft suede on this. Is this Fancy Me label? The fancy
It's Label Me Lovely.
Label Me Lovely.
I always remember the difference because the other one has extra like hole punches. And so I always think like, oh, how fancy. It's an extra, like an extra punch. So Label Me Fancy has the extra little holes, and the Label Me Lovely is just the shape.
All right, so I'm going to put him up here in the corner. And I'm going to use some dimensionals, which ran away from me. I have got to clean this table, Julie. That's all there is to it.
I hear ya. Mine is just on the floor. I have dumped piles that have surrounded me, and I have to strategically step so that I don't break my ankle.
Please don't. You all need to stay healthy.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to put this guy right up here in the corner. And then, of course, I can't not put anything else on there to embellish, right?
Oh, those butterflies are perfect.
Yep. All right, I need my bubble folder. I should have done this before. Yeah, it'll flatten. All right, so yes, so I grabbed some butterflies and put them, let's put one here and one up here. And then we're going to give him one. He's waving to the butterfly.
Oh.
And there it is.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
There's still plenty of room to write a little bit of a note and sign, but yep. So let me show you some samples that I have as well. Now I put this for that as well. So I originally did this card in, where is it? Oh, it's right here.
Were you going to add that bow to your card at all?
I was. Yes. Thank you, Julie.
I just noticed it in the corner and I thought,
I'm calling it COVID brain, and that's my story, and I'm sticking with.
For sure. There is like a fatigue and a fog that I think lasts at least a good month after you have COVID. So
that's what I keep being told. Yeah. I'm trying to be patient, but I'll tell you what, not easy. Sorry about that. I went out of camera range. So yes, here she. Oh,
I thought you were going to put it by the greeting. How cute.
No. So this is the first one I made, and I used Sahara sand as my card base. And then I used the new kind of wavy circle die with some
decorative
white
circle.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And so I don't know which one I like better.
I think I like the one you made on camera with the dark green card base and the Calypso Coral tag.
Yep.
Scoot them over to the right a little bit. Right there. Perfect.
Okay. So this or that. Leave me a comment. Thank you. Okay, let me show you a couple other cards that I made. Now, when Julie did maybe it was a mystery stamping again, and so I brought this out. So I just
yes.
That was your design, right, for the mystery?
Yeah, we did. That was a team one that we did.
Team one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So I really like that card. And then I did this one.
Oh.
This is where I cut some of that paper, and I cut like an inch off the back and tucked a piece of the green cardstock there, stamped a couple trees on the inside with a welcome.
Cute.
I think this one is one little butterfly. This one needs something. I'll figure it out. And then I was going to put together a quick set of note cards. I just fussy cut out the tree from that one and fussy cut and a couple birds, and we got the little daddy bringing home some nesting material for mama.
Aw.
So you could just do a whole, and I think I did. I used some balmy blue in a brush just to kind of give it a little sky. So you could do like a set of note cards with that. So those are my projects. Julie, I know you said that you have some samples to show as well.
Yeah, let me flip it back over here. I can't believe I forgot. I can't even blame COVID. So here are some samples that I made. I think this was a mystery stamping bonus sample from another video that we did together. And I just die cut that right from the designer paper. Such a cute little focal image. And then here's another one that I did. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. But there's a little bear, and then just cut that designer paper down. Again, just kind of really simple. I love this little layout. And then the last card kind of has
Oh,
a little fun fold to it, an accordion pull through
oh, how
card.
fun.
I know, isn't that cool? I think we did this in another video, or at least I have. So the bear just fits perfectly in there, and I was able to use a lot of different elements there on the front to kind of layer together. I love the way that one turned out. So
Well, fun.
yeah, those are my bear cards. Should we turn the camera around and show off
Before
our
we
projects
do,
together? Such great cards. This Happy
yeah.
Forest Friends Suite is perfect for kids and babies, but I think it's just great to make cards for all kinds of occasions.
I absolutely agree with you, Julie. So I alluded to something we're doing next week. Would you like to share the details?
Yeah, so I'm super excited. Next week, next Sunday is Christmas, and we will have a video for you. We totally expect, though, that Christmas is time with family. And so if you are not able to watch live, we understand. In fact, we hope that you are busy with family and friends
Yep.
on Christmas Day next week. But if you're not, we do have a video that will be live during our normal time, noon Central Time, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to do a stamp along. We have done this a few times and it is so much fun. So we've got some card measurements for you to prepare ahead of time. And you've got a whole week to prepare your measurements, to prepare your supplies. And then next week in our video, we will each demonstrate a card and the other one will follow along, and we invite you to follow along and stamp along with us. So it's a Sunday stamp along.
Christmas Sunday sample.
A Christmas Sunday stamp along,
But it won't be a
indeed.
Christmas card. It won't be a Christmas card. At least mine won't. I won't. I don't
Mine
know.
will not be either.
Okay.
You can use whatever you want at home. And that's the
Yeah.
beauty of the stamp along is that, we encourage you to use the supplies that you already have. Mom and I will be using different supplies, different stamps, different designer paper. And so you'll have the opportunity to see how both of those cards turn out. And we would love to see how your cards turn out. So we hope that you will share photos of your projects with us. You can send them to us over text or email or post to our Facebook groups and share what you're creating. So should we go ahead and share the measurements so
Let's
everyone
do
can get
that.
ready?
We will also post the measurements in the description so that you can, actually read them if you want, or you can take a screenshot but come back and watch it and get your measurements written down, whatever works best for you. All right.
All right,
There we go.
here is Mom's. We're gonna put them both on the screen at the same time. It's kind of small, so I'm gonna hold mine up. Well, yours is closer than mine is.
My camera just
Um,
decided to tilt away here.
Oh, so we'll have these in the video description, but we just wanted you to be able to see them in case you have trouble finding the video description. You can just pause and write down the measurements. So these are the materials to get ready. And of course, you can use any stamp set that you want. You can pre-stamp your elements ahead of time or just stamp right along with us during the video. So this is going to be live next week on Sunday, December 25th at noon Central Time, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, it'll be available to watch on the replay. So if you are busy, no worries at all. Mom and I will be together in person for the live premiere, although we will not be stamping live. We'll be enjoying family time on Christmas. And so we hope that you will be too.
Absolutely. All right. So Jules, I'm so looking forward to y'all coming over this week. So we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of good family time. And I'm looking forward to it because by then all this frantic running around we're doing will be over and we can just kick it back.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that too. Until then, Mom, have a great week. I will see you soon. And thank you so much for tuning in today, everybody.
Yep. But until next Sunday, Stamping with Susan and Julie, have a wonderful, love-filled week getting ready for family time. Bye, Jay.
Bye, Mom. Bye, everybody.
Love you.
Love you too.